Hey guys, so I just wanted to make this video to kind of update you on what's going on. So I had my reconstruction surgery on November 14th. It was about 2.5 weeks ago. Everything went really good. The surgery was not bad at all. It was nothing like the mastectomy surgery. It took about 3 to 4 hours. And I actually woke up and I had no drains, which is, a bonus, which is I was really happy about. When my mom woke up, she did have drains. She had one on each side, but I didn't. The doctor said that she didn't think I needed them. So I was happy about that. And they cut in the same area, just right underneath the breast in the crease. So when they the heels, you won't be able to, see anything. And I was really happy with the size. I ended up going with 650 cc's in each side, and I don't have, it looks really good. The skin, contracted back good, and it just fits my body good. I was happy with it. The only thing is, as you know, I'm in the hospital, as you can probably see around, but I ended up developing an infection last week. So like I said, the surgery itself went really good. The only thing is I skin pick a lot. I know everyone does to a certain point, but I have a disorder called dermatillomania, and it's a skin picking disorder, and I have been doing it for years, and the places I like to pick are my face and my chest. So I started breaking out on my chest a little bit, and I started picking at it. I got an open wound, it got infected, it went straight to the implant. Now I'm here. I was really, emotional the last few days. I stayed in the hospital already 2 nights. And it's hard because in a way, I gave myself this infection. And, skin picking has already took so much of my life and taken up so much of my life already. It's hard that, it's one more thing that it's done to me, or that I let it do to me, I should say. So, yeah, so I ended up going to the doctor's last week for a checkup, and she noticed that it wasn't hurting too bad. Whenever I think of infection, I just think of, when you look at it, it just looks all, infected and gross, and, but it wasn't like that at all. It was just red around the incision area and kind of puffy, and it was kind of like a burning feeling, but not too bad. And my doctor was the one that actually said, "Oh, you have an infection." So she put me on oral antibiotics, but the redness wasn't going away. And then so I called her, and she said to go to the ER and get what is up with this hair? There. She said to go to the ER and get IV antibiotics. So I did that for 2 days, and then the redness still wasn't fading at all, and it actually looked like it was getting a little worse. So that's when she admitted me to the hospital Monday night. So I've been here for 2 nights and getting IV antibiotics, and it's today's the first morning. It's Wednesday, and we looked, and it's actually fading and it's going away. So my body's responding. Thank God. I'm so happy. I've been, praying, and just because if it wasn't responding, then she was going to have to remove the implant, and I would have to be without an implant for 6 months. And that just, I didn't want to be without an implant for 6 months, and I didn't want to go through another surgery and another surgery in 6 months, and I just wanted this to heal. And I was beating myself up over it because, I shouldn't have I've been doing so good on picking. I haven't picked, my face or my chest or anything in the last few months. I've been really trying to work on it and work on myself, and I've been doing really good. And I'm actually, getting all my video clips together from the past, and I want to, put them on YouTube to bring awareness to skin picking and my, story and experience with it. And I've just been doing really good with it, but I just had a moment. It's been stressful few months as well, and I picked, and it led to me getting an infection and me in the hospital. So it's definitely something that I cannot play around with. So yeah, I'm definitely going to take this, and just one more thing to remind myself, you cannot pick. So hopefully I get out of here on Friday, and I'm going to be on a oral antibiotic for a week, and then hopefully I'm all good to go and I'm clear. I'm so excited. So yeah, so I just wanted to make this quick update. I'm going to make a video in the next couple of weeks when I get home.
Hey everyone! So I'm so excited that I get to be on here today and finally post this video. I've been wanting to do it for a while now, but things have been so crazy the last few months. But I wanted to update you on how everything went with my reconstruction. So I'm happy about the size. I was really worried because I got breast implants when I was 20 and I was barely an A cup and I got them to about a D. I didn't want to be that big. I didn't know they were going to be that big, but they ended up being that big. So now, since I got the mastectomy in August, and then I got the reconstruction done in November, so I went with 650 on each side. So I really like the size. So this is me like with a tank top on to the side, and I like it. The only thing is, you know, when I go like this, you can see a little wrinkling. That's just like extra skin. So I do kind of wish I went to 700. I think it would have been better just for the skin wise. But other than that, I mean, 650 to 7, you know, between 600 and 700, I think is a really good size to go. I'm still on the antibiotics. I take them twice. I take 2 a day, and I'm probably going to be on those for about the rest of the month. And then I also put a little bit of a fungal cream right underneath where the incision is. So I noticed that when I would lay on my stomach in the hospital, I started noticing this, that it got really hard. Like this side, you know, I would be able to lay on, and this side would just like not move. And I was like, oh, that's so weird. So I, you know, she's like, so I guess I developed a, it's like such a hard word to say, like a capsule. And so what it is, it's basically just like your implant, and then a layer of scar tissue goes around the implant and makes it hard because it's, you know, to fight off the infection. So I'm currently doing physical therapy to kind of break that scar tissue up and try to get it, you know, to soften up, and she said it could work. So that is the update with my surgery. I'm all done. You know, I did have a moment, you know, when I was in the hospital, you know, and I had to stay there with the infection. I did get a little depressed because I was like, really, I did such, you know, this big thing, and, you know, I was brave and I did it, and it's like now I have to have an infection and deal with this. But then I just tried to, you know, keep reminding myself, so many people have it, you know, so much worse, and, you know, at least what's wrong with me they're able to fix, and I'm gonna be okay. And, you know, still I don't have cancer. I don't have to worry about breast cancer because I did this. So I just try to remember why I did it in the first place. But, you know, I'll be, you know, but emotionally it is, you know, you doubt sometimes, like, did I make the right decision? Should I have done this? You know, will they turn out okay? Do they look okay? I'm happy with how mine turned out. Are they perfect? No, they're not. Like I said, there's a little bit of loose skin. You know, like if I bend over, you could see, and I pull my boob up, there's like that. But other than that, I mean, I still have both my nipples intact, and, you know, I just really make sure that you have a good support system to make sure, you know, remind you why you've done it. And, you know, if you do feel kind of sad some days, that's okay. You know, I did too. I felt sad and kind of, you know, not sure. I wasn't always like 100% confident. It took me a long time to get to where I am right now, to where I know that I made the right decision. So if you're feeling like that, just hang in there, and, you know, talk to your doctors, talk to your family. Even with the infection happening, I still don't regret my decision to get it done. Looking back at the whole process, you know, the mastectomy, the reconstruction, the recovery time, it was very manageable. Pain-wise, it was very manageable, you know, and the doctors made sure that I was comfortable, and, you know, I had support from my family, and it was a, you know, it wasn't a bad experience. And I don't regret it, and I'm so thankful that I don't have to worry about this for the rest of my life. And, you know, I hope, you know, that the scar tissue breaks down a little bit so my right breast, which had the infection, softens up. But other than that, everything went good. Thank you so much for viewing my page and taking the time to, you know, follow my story. And I just, you know, I'm thinking and praying for each and every one of you. And, you know we don't know each other personally, but, you know, you guys are all in my thoughts and prayers. Anyone that's going through this, it's just such a hard thing. And just keep strong. Make sure you talk to your doctors, and just remember why you're doing it. And alrighty guys, so I will see you in the next video. Please make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more, I think I'm going to do some beauty videos and maybe some OCD videos talking about my experience with OCD and skin picking. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!